friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Valerie. Alright, today guys, we are doing my What I've Been Melting and Empties. I have quite a bit of empties this week, to be honest. So yay for me, because, you know, I struggle to get through things. And I really have been making a much bigger effort this last month or so, or ever since I've been back on here on YouTube, to really get through some things. Now, this is not, I do have non-wax items, and I'm going to go over those first. Some of them are household stuff, some of them are like personal body care type products. So let's jump in and get started, because I have quite a bit today. So let me get this a little organized here. Let me get a little bit organized here. Well, I guess I don't want to put it there. I'll put that there at the last. All right, I'll just put it there. Okay, the first thing, guys, I'm a little disorganized. Duh. I'm just, we've had storms come through last night, and I had two scared little animals. I have a doggy. She does not like thunder and loud booms and bangs and high winds that make noise outside. And my kitty cat, I found out, doesn't like it so much either. So, you know, spending time, and it was like, it wasn't even last night. It was like 3 o'clock this morning when it hit. So, you know, pacifying them and getting them all comfortable, and I got Violet all wrapped up in my bed, and I put her wrapped up in her blanket in my bed, and then I turned the TV up a little bit louder, and then I turned the fan on, so that really helped diminish some of that noise for her. And then my kitty cat went in and went in her room, and she was like hovering, and so I grabbed her and was hugging on her and loving on her for quite a while. And then, you know, things had calmed down a little bit. It's just still a little bit of winds. And so, I got her in her, I have a crate for her, and I put her in her crate because it's, you know, I felt like she would feel safe in there. So I put her in her crate, and I put a blanket over part of it. So, and then I put, you know, leave part of it open, so she can get, you know, air and ventilation and stuff going through there for her. And then, so then she was okay then. And then I went and lay down and got a few hours sleep, but anyway, and they were projecting, we were supposed to get like 60-mile-an-hour winds. I know some places, like out west and maybe down south, we're getting like 100-mile-per-hour winds. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I think we got the same storm, but I think it dissipated a lot by the time it got up here to Indiana. So, anyway, I guess it's that season, it's that time. It's not very cold here. Other than the wind, when the wind's blowing, it does, and you're outside, it does kind of blow you away. It does get a little bit colder. But other than that, it's pretty decent. I even it's getting in the 70s here inside of my house, and I don't like heat at all. So I was even contemplating turning the air on for a little bit. No, you're not turning that air on yet, Val, because you need to save some money. So you're not spending the money for air. It's not necessary. Just sit down, cool off. You know, sit down, just calm down. So I did not turn the air on yet, even though it is 72 in here, and I normally don't like it above 70 in my house. But anyway, I'm trying to be good about that. So how many of you do that too? Let me know down in the comments. Do you just not like to be hot at all and want the air on, even when it's maybe not necessary? So, all right, let's jump into this, guys. I'm going to shut up and we're going to jump in. All right, so the first thing I went through, I bought this thing a long time ago, guys. And I just sat in my, I have a linen closet, and just sat in there and sat in there and sat in there for years. And I thought, I don't know what, and then I did, because I kept buying more and more hand soaps is what it was. And I thought, well, you know, I need to start using some of that up. So I went on a no-buy for hand soaps. And he said, you're going to use up what you've got before you buy any more. So I have been really good at doing that. So I did not finish this, but I did empty it into my container, my soap dispenser, and I'm not going to hang on to this until I actually finish it. So, but it'll be done and over with probably in a week because I go through a lot of hand soap. I'm always constantly washing my hands. Like I said, I got, a cat and I got a dog. So whenever I touch them, play with them, touch their food bowls and touch their food bowls after I feed them, after I take Violet out to potty and I pick up her potty with the potty bags, after I clean litter box, on a daily basis, I'm constantly turning around, washing my hands. And I work with the public and retail, so I'm constantly washing my hands at work too. So I go through a lot of soap here at home, and so I had gotten this several years ago, and it is the Method Foaming Hand Wash Refill. And I had some of these bottles, but I don't know. I think I threw them away. But I have some soap dispensers anyway, so I went ahead and put them in there. And this was the scent of Sea Minerals. And this has got vitamin E and aloe, which my hands get so dry, and especially in the winter because I'm constantly washing them. And I'm diabetic, so my skin is just always dry anymore. And this refilled my bottle 3 times, and it was to the T. I mean, I pour it in, and I kind of like this bag. You pour it in, and yeah, it was very, very nice. Yeah, it was foaming. It was nice. I really did enjoy this. So, would I repurchase this? I don't even know if they sell these like this anymore. If they did, I think I would purchase some more of this. Maybe not the Sea Mineral scent. It was nice. It was okay, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I loved it. So, yeah, I might check that out again sometime. Not until I use the rest of my hand soap, though. I still have some in my closet. All right, guys. Next product I finished up, I don't think I have any other hand soap, was a face cleaner. I normally use this CeraVe Acne Control Cleanser. I don't really get like a lot of blemishes, but I have these little bumps that are on my skin, and I can't get rid of them. I don't know what they are. This has 2% salicylic acid acne treatment, and so this took me a while to go through, and it's oil absorbing technology. Now, I know what you're thinking. I just said that, okay, I'm type 2 diabetic, and my skin's dry, but my face in the summer gets very oily. My skin originally was always oily, especially my face. So I tend to use this more in the summertime than I do in the winter. But I ran out of the hydrating stuff, so instead of spending the money and getting more, I just finished this up. I decided I was going to use this up. So this reduces blackheads and helps prevent new breakouts, improves the look of pores, and maintains the protective skin barrier. It has 3 essential ceramides, hectorite, clay, and niacinamide, which all those things are good for your skin. Let's see. Now, I didn't use this like twice a day. I would only use this like once a day this winter. I only used it like once a day. So it's not like I was using it twice a day. And then I used a very good moisturizer, hydrator, over my skin after that. Anyway, so would I repurchase this? I went to repurchase some more of this, and oh my gosh, this has gotten so expensive. This was like almost $15 to repurchase. So instead of getting this, I went ahead and I got I checked the ingredients, and the ingredients were exactly the same in the Great Value brand, I think it is. So I went ahead and got the Great Value brand that's supposed to do the same thing. So I'll let you guys know on that. And I think the bottle is a little bit bigger too. So this was 8 full ounces. I do like this, especially in the summertime, because that salicylic acid does break down the oils that build up on my skin, and it helps to really cleanse that off of there. So we'll see how well the Great Value brand does. Anyway, so that's CeraVe Acne Control Cleanser. I finished a deodorant. Now, I'm just going to tell you straight up, I normally get men's deodorant because they're normally cheaper. I can very rarely find a very a cheap scented deodorant that I like in women's, so I just grabbed the men's, and I like it. So I got Degree and Sport Scent, and this was a twin pack. So yeah, I like Degree. I actually really do, and it was a lot cheaper than women's. I think it was, I don't even remember how much I paid for the twin pack, but so I got another one I'm using now, and yeah, so I like it. I like Degree. I like Degree for men. Sorry guys, I gotta get a drink. I do drink in my videos, sorry. Alright. Let's see what else do I have in here. Oh, okay, I used up some, okay. Now this one is, I used this soap up. And I've been wanting to try these soaps, but they're very expensive. And I wasn't going to pay. They're like $7.98 for a little bar, for one of these bars. And I'm not paying that for a bar of soap. So this went on sale right after Christmas. And I think I got it for like $1 or something. So this is Dr. Squatch. And it's a men's soap. Limited Men's Natural Soap Edition Frosty Peppermint. I love peppermint soaps. And my peppermint soap that I absolutely love is, was it Dr. Bonner's, or, it doesn't sound right. But anyway, and now those are almost $5 a bar. And I still don't want to spend that much. So I grabbed a couple of these. And so this one is, you can hear it. This is a whole bar. So I did use up one of these. And the reason I'm showing you this one is because I didn't keep the packaging on the other one. And I'm not going to do that when I replace the soap. I'm going to show you when I replace the soap, what I replaced it with. So I do have another one of these. I'm not paying $8 for a bar of that. It was okay. It feels kind of heavy to me. But at the same time, it doesn't seem to dry my skin out either. So, all right. So now what I replaced that bar with was this Caressed Shea Butter and Brown Sugar. And this is a 2-in-1 exfoliate. And it has like the little nubbies in the bar that does exfoliate. And I normally don't do this with the bar of soap. I have a puff thing that I put the soap on and then I scrub it. You know, it's got a long handle out so I can get my back and all that stuff. So anyway, I've just started using this one, so that's what I replaced it with. I'm showing it to you now because I'm not going to save this. And when I use the bar, it's gone, so I can't show you I'm not going to show you the used bar because it's gone. But anyway, so it's nice. I like Caress. It doesn't over dry my skin. And it smelled pleasant. I love shea butter. Shea butter is actually really, really good for your skin. So that was that. It smells pretty good too. It's a nice scent. All right, what else do we got in here, guys? Oh, I have a body cream. And I got it all cut up because I cut these open so I can get everything. But I tried to attach the name back on so you can see it. And I think I used one of these up. I finished one of these up like a few weeks ago. Now, I don't use these up in like a week or 2 weeks, guys, or even 3 weeks. I've been working on both of these for quite some time. So, yeah. This is Fireside Flurries by Bath & Body Works. And it's all, like you can see, it's all jacked up because I cut it in half. Because I dig out every little last drop out of it. Because these are expensive, but I always wait for sales. But Fireside Flurries, guys. So this is my last body cream of this. They have not brought this back the last couple of years I've seen. And I'm hoping and I'm praying that they will bring this back this next coming fall. Because I love this scent. It has got toasted marshmallow, pink lavender, and cashmere woods. Now, I have about 3/4 of a body lotion left, and I have a shower. I think I got maybe 2 shower things of it. I'm not sure. I think I may have just one. And I have a spray that I've been using, body spray, and then I think I have a backup body spray. But that's all I got. But I love the lotions. I want the lotions to go with, because I love to layer my scents. I love to layer with, use the shower gel under whatever shower wash, body wash, and then, or the moisturizing body wash, one or the other. And then I like to get out, lotion up my whole body with this, and then spray the body spray on me. And then I spray the body spray over my clothes as well. I put it in my hair. I let it go all over me. And then throughout the night, I take my body spray to my work, and I take this, and I use this as my hand cream. Because my hands, like I said, are so super dry, and this really, really helps retain moisture in my hands. So I don't get the hand creams. I just get this. And so, so going into summer using the body lotion, I normally switch and use body lotion in the summer because my skin does get a little bit oilier, and I don't want this heavy body cream on me because I can feel it. It's too much for my skin in the spring and summer. So it's okay that I have enough to last me, I think, until fall. But love this scent. I hope they bring it back, guys. They need to bring it back. Bath and Body Works, do you hear me? I might have to email them because there's some other things that have not come back yet. I'm gonna say, hey, when are you gonna bring these back? Because I want to know. All right, I think the last thing that is not wax. Oh wait, no. This one is. I found this. I don't know when I used it up. I don't even know where I used it up. I think I used it up in the cat room because I have one of these diffusers in the cat room and I have one in my laundry room. And this is Pink Sugarberry Mint. The pods from Scentsy. This is such a good scent, and they really need to bring this Pink Sugarberry Mint back. Or somebody or a vendor needs to dupe it because I love this scent. It is sweet and it has very little mint in it. I think I have a cardboard and scent circle in my car right now in this, and when I open my car, I can smell it. Oh my gosh! Even when I open like my hatch, and I can smell it going all the way through it, and it's a really good scent. So Pink Sugarberry Mint. Scentsy, get on it. I'm going to start being a pain to some of these people. All right, guys. Now, this one is a kind of a health item, but I thought I'd go ahead and throw it in there. Like I talked about, I am type 2 diabetic, and I do finger pricks, but that's only to keep track of, help keep track of my A1C from doctor's appointment to doctor's appointment. So I know where I'm at, so I know what I need to do, whether to adjust my diet, whether to adjust getting enough rest, whether I need to adjust exercise, what I need to do. So anyway, so I decided I also wanted to get a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor, to see what was going on, like when I was sleeping and how I dealt with stress and things like that, because the finger pricks don't constantly take your blood glucose levels, but the CGMs do. Well, they came out with the first biosensor, glucose biosensor, over the counter. And they had to rename it biosensor because if it's a glucose continuous monitor, then you have to have a prescription for it. But if it's called a glucose biosensor, then they don't have to have. It's stupid. I know. So I've been getting the Stello, and this one is really cool. So you can go on their site and you can sign up for a subscription. You don't have to, but you can. And you get like a discount, and you get 2 biosensors a month. And they last for 30 days. And they're $89.95 for 2. Or $89.99, something like that for 2. And that's with the discount. If you don't, you can buy them outright, but the 2 of them would be like $99.99. So I get like $10 off of them. And then they give me free shipping. And then they automatically come, and they notify me 10 days in advance before they process my order and ship it out. And that way I don't have to really worry about going without it and forgetting to get it. And then I can, it's like a normal subscription. I can like cancel at any time. I can skip months. So like this month I skipped because just to be honest, money's tight, so I'm really cracking down on my finances. So I didn't feel the need. I got a good handle on my A1C. I've got it down at a reasonable. It's still not like healthy, but I've gotten a lot down since I started using this. When I started, my A1C was like 9.6, and I got it down to 7.1. So my eating, I've turned also more carnivore. I'm eating more carnivore rather than keto, and that is helping me too. Plus, guys, I've been doing allulose. Allulose is a natural sweetener that they have just kind of discovered in the last couple of years, and they've done studies on it. And come to find out, allulose gives you the same effect as Ozempic. So I put allulose in my, like if I do keto baked goods, or if I do coffee, I put that in, and so daily I'm using the allulose, and my appetite has really went down a lot. Now, I haven't seen a significant amount of weight loss, to be honest, but I feel like the inflammation in my body's going away. So I'm trying to go fast and not give you like a whole lesson on this. So I used up this one, that's why I've got it here, and this is what it comes looking like. All right, and this is like the case for it, and then it actually sits in here. So then you place it like on your arm and see if you see this kind of thing goes down. So you got to press it down on your skin, and then you press the button. Now you wouldn't place it there. I place it up on my arm over here, and then you press this, and it goes boom, and it goes boom into your arm, and then it stays there. And then you've got like these adhesive things you put around it, and then you got to hold it, and you got to. So then you get your phone. You have an app that you put on your phone, and then you can scan this little code thing, and then it will pair my new monitor to my phone, and then take it into the app, and then it will warm up. It takes about 20 minutes for this to warm up, and then I get continuous readings for like 15 days. And then I can go on the app at any time and see what my blood sugar is doing without having to do finger pricks. So, and I'll tell you what, it has really helped save my fingers. I don't do as many of them as what I once was. So, this is a very nice relief to that. So like I said, I've been doing it like first few months I did it, every month, and now I'm kind of backing off. So if you're diabetic, guys, try the Stello if you can. Insurance won't cover it if you're not on insulin, which I think they should cover it because, our blood sugars, and I don't take medication for my blood sugars either. So, it's very important that I control it with diet, exercise, and monitoring. So, that's that. All right. And I think, guys, that is everything that is not wax. All right, since I put you through all that, let me take a drink, and we'll do Scentsy first this week, guys. And I think all my Scentsy is all Empties. All the Scentsy bars, I think, are all Empties. Okay, this is Cider Mill, and I mixed this with another scent that I'll tell you about later. That was a vendor scent that I just wasn't digging. So I went ahead and added, I had 3 cubes left, so I added this out here in the open concept where I was warming that. And this like kind of overtook it, and I'm glad. Sorry, but I'm kind of glad. And then at the end, it kind of intermingled, but this one, I didn't realize how strong it was until I mixed it with something else. And this just like came out on top. So this is fresh apples, crushed pumpkin, and spices. And this is in the spice category. And it's pretty spicy, actually. I didn't realize how spicy it was until the other night when I was warming this. But I love Cider Mill. It has gone away for the fall now. You can no longer get it. I did put this in my club. I wasn't going to because I did stock up. And I thought I already had like 5 bars of it. But I don't. I only have 4. I rechecked it. And so it is in a monthly club. I have it in a monthly club. And I'm going to let it go through a couple more times because I do want to have 6 bars of it. And then I'm going to kick it out. But so Cider Mill, I do like it. I do enjoy it. It's a good seller as far as Scentsy. So, but it's not like, oh my gosh, I got to have like tons of it and tons of it and tons of it. But anyway, I did enjoy it. So Cider Mill. And to me, it doesn't smell very cidery. There's a nice cider component to it, and then that cinnamon, and then that cidery apple kind of warms off, and then I'm kind of left with more of the pumpkin. So if you really do enjoy pumpkin, that's a nice one to get because that pumpkin will come through at the end, mid to end. Okay, guys, this one I've had forever. And when I first warmed it, I did not really like it. First couple times I warmed it, it wasn't a love for me. And that is Faithful Friends. And I have one more bar of it, and I used the rest of this. I think I had 4 cubes. You see, I had 4 cubes. And I decided I'm just going to load it up here in my open concept, and I did. And the scent notes are berries, pear, freesia blossom. And there was just always something about this I didn't really care for. And I kind of think it may be the freesia blossom that I wasn't like in love with. Because I do like berries and I do like pear. Now this time I warmed it, and I don't know, maybe it's because I used more. Because in the past, I was just using like 2 cubes here and 2 cubes there. So maybe I just didn't use enough of it, and it was getting kind of like a watered down scent. But this one, or maybe it's because it's been sitting for so long. I've got this the first year I was a consultant, and I do have one more bar of this. I don't know if I told you that or not, but I enjoyed it more. I really did. It still is not a love, but I did enjoy it, and it went for days. I mean, I think it was my warmer for days and days and days, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I don't have that much warmed. And I was like, hurry up and get done. But yeah, it was actually kind of nice. And I almost at the end kind of felt like it was kind of giving me like a lavender vibe to it. With the berry and the pear mixed in there with I almost kind of got like a lavender vibe with it. And maybe that's what I get with Jammy Time with that freesia in there. Maybe that's kind of where I'm getting that. But, it doesn't smell like Jammy Time to me, but it gave me a little bit of a vibe of it. So, Faithful Friends. Would I repurchase this one? If I saw it like in a clearance and it wasn't like $6 a bar, $7 a bar, yeah, I probably would get another maybe 1 or 2 bars because I did actually enjoy it this time. So I have the other bar out in my warming baskets to warm this spring and summer. So we'll see if I do grab 4, if I don't. Okay, so Faithful Friends. Okay, this I have going in my bedroom right now, and this is Jammy Time. This is one of my all-time favorites. I love Jammy Time. And this has got baby freesia, lavender, and sweet pea. And I hate sweet pea, and I'm not real fond of freesia, but the way this is blended, I love this one. And it is almost laundry-esque, you know. I do get laundry scents, and normally I don't like laundry scents, but this is one that I love. Absolutely, absolutely love. It's wonderful, and I love it when I think I've warmed it out here maybe once or twice, but yeah, I only had a couple cubes left, so I threw it in my warmers in my bedroom just a little bit ago, and I really, really enjoy this. This is available now, and this is normally available all year. I remember the first year I was a consultant that fall. I started in the spring, and that fall, they did not put this back in the fall catalog, and everybody was going nuts. Oh my gosh. Everybody was just like yelling and screaming at Scentsy. They were freaking out. And I was freaking out because I had just found it and I loved it. And then I realized you could get it in Club in a brick. So, will I repurchase this? Definitely. But I have 2 bricks of it. And I think I have 1 more bar of it. And when I see it's not going in Club, I still, even though, or not going in the catalog, I still will put this in the Club. I'll still put the bar in the Club, even though I can get the brick. Because I'm not taking any chances of losing this one. So good, so good. And, yeah, I'll probably, I got 1 more bar. I'm trying to decide, I already started the brick, I think. So, I don't know. Maybe I will start my bricks, because I did need to start using my bricks up. So, Jammy Time. Wonderful, wonderful scent. It's very relaxing, and it's wonderful. Okay, this one I had 2 cubes to use up, so I used it in my bedroom last night. And this is Toasted Caramel Sugar. And I love the scent. This is warm milk, caramelized sugar and toffee, sweet vanilla, musk. And this was Bring Back My Bar, January 24. I love the scent. I think it smells so, so good. But I hit it, I knocked it out of my club because it only lasted my house like 2, maybe 3 hours, if that. And then it's gone. And I'm mad about it. Give me a minute. I'm not mad about it, but it's disheartening when you find a scent that you really love and then it just does not work well as far as strength or throw or so yeah. Some people don't mind letting it go to it, you know, and then changing it up. But I'm telling you what, $6 a bar. I just cannot bring myself to keep purchasing a bar that is only going to last that long. I just cannot do it. So I kicked it out of my club, and I'll find another one that I like just as well. And I have one more bar of this, so I'm almost half tempted just to load the crap out of my warmers out here on a day that I'm going to be home and just let it go and go and go and just let it go. See how long a whole bar would last out here. I think the last time I warmed it out here, I did like 4 cubes, and that's what I normally do 3 cubes. I did 4 cubes out here, and it still only lasted 2 or 3 hours. So I might just do a whole bar out here. I've never done a whole bar at once, but maybe I will on this and just have one nice last yeehaw to send this one off. So toasted caramel sugar. Sad, sad, sad. Okay, this one was new, I believe, well, not 2024 fall, but 2023 fall. I think it was one of the 10 new scents. And this is Cashmere Leaves. And they did not bring this back in 2024. And I luckily put it in my club. And it's in my club. And this is Delicate Falling Leaves. Okay, it says, okay, let me start over. Delicate Falling Leaves Brush Crisp Apple with Cashmere Spice. And this was Harvest Collection in 2023. Okay, I guess I was wrong. It was not one of the 10 new scents. It was the Harvest Collection in 2023. So I had, I think, 3 or 4 cubes left. And I did that here in my open concept. This was wonderful. I got that beautiful apple that came through. And then that cinnamon come in. And then it has the leaves in there. So it kind of reminded me of lavender and leaves, but with a lot more apple. A lot more apple, a lot more sweetness to it. And I actually enjoyed this one a lot better. So, and not quite as much leaves in it. So this one I actually enjoyed a lot better. So I am so glad that I kept this in my club, and I called it right on that. So Cashmere Leaves. They didn't bring it back this year. I don't know why, but if you ever see it, grab some and try it. If you like a cinnamony, appley, leafy leaf type scent. Okay, is this my last Scentsy? Oh, no. Yes, yeah. Okay, I got one more Scentsy, guys. And this is Berry Bright. And I put this out here in my warmers. It's in my warmers now. Berry Bright. They didn't bring this one back this year either, guys. This is normally spring and summer scent. And I don't have scent notes, but it's just like blue, sweet cotton candy. Maybe like raspberry, blueberry mixed together. I'm not sure what the scent notes are, but it is just a really nice, sweet cotton candy, guys. It really is. And it's a wonderful scent. And it's not one that, like, goes super, super fast. It lasts in my warmers, you know, quite a while. I'm going to say like 12 hours or more. And some people don't think that's a lot. But to me, if it goes 8 hours, I'm good. Okay? I'm really good. I'm not really, I know I sound picky, you know, about some scents that only go 2 or 3 hours. But if it's under 6 hours and under, I'm not real thrilled with it. But if it goes over, if it goes 8 hours or more, I'm good. I'll pay the $6. I'll pay $7 for it. But it needs to perform at least that much. But this goes quite a bit over, at least 12 hours. And it's still going in my warmers right now. I think I put it in, I can't remember what time I put it in, but it was like last night. So, and it's still going. So, and it is 11:30, 11:39 to be exact in the morning. So it's a good performer. I love Very Bright, and I thank goodness I put it in my club, so I'm going to still get it. So my club is very important, guys. Put things in there that you love and you don't want to be without, because it may not come back. And there's no rhyme or reason to how Scentsy does that. Sorry, I am really, really thirsty today, this morning. Alright, guys, I have one that was on my Scentsy. So if you only came for Scentsy, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe before you leave. We'd love to have you join our fam. And click the notification bell on top of that. That way you will be notified of any of my new uploaded videos. So the minute I upload it, it'll contact you and say, hey, Val's got a new video for you to watch. And if you guys have done that already, thank you guys so very, very much. I love each and every one of you, and you guys take care. All right, bye-bye. For those of you who are staying, I did a candle, okay? I did a candle. I only did one candle this week, but I have been trying to work on my Aldi candles that I got a couple of years ago for St. Patrick's Day. So this is a St. Patrick's Day candle, and this is from Huntington Home, which I love those candles, and this is really cute. And this is Not Lucky, Just Blessed. And that's what the candle looks like. These are 3-wick candles, and I think they're 14 ounce. If I can see, oh, it doesn't say. Oh yeah, 14 ounce. And they have nice metal lids, okay? They're 3-wick. And I warmed this one, or burnt this one, about 8 hours this week. And this is in the scent Coastal Sea Spray. I don't have scent notes. But this is a nice, fresh, clean, sweet scent. Yeah, just a nice, fresh, sweet, clean scent. And I warmed it once out here. And it permeated all through my living room just fine. And then I had it going last night in my bathroom in the hallway over here. And I was sitting in the living room, and I actually could smell it. It was wafting out of the bathroom, and it was coming in here. It was going back in the back part of the hallway over into my bedroom. I could smell it in my bedroom as well. So this is a nice throwing candle. And it smells kind of light on cold, but man, you get some flames going to it, and it's a banger. So yeah, Not Lucky, Just Blessed. I really enjoy this scent. It's really a nice candle. It's burning really beautifully. If you can see, there's been no soot. There's no soot, and there's no mushrooming. I have not trimmed. I've not trimmed the wicks. And it's burning very nice and clean. And yeah, I've not had any issues with this at all so far. So, they got some good candles. You know, Aldi does. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, Aldi, yeah. But they do have good candles. They do have good wax melts. I'm not saying every single one of them that they have are good. But they are kind of changing their brand. It's going to Kirkton House or Kirkton something. Kirkin or something like that, and I've not tried those, so I'm not going to say those are good, but the Huntington Home, very nice. And I got this year's St. Patrick's Day's candles too, but I don't think I'm going to get to warming those, because I'm trying to use these up, because I have another one of these that I've not even gotten into. So I think I bought like 2 of each of these, and yeah, so I need to work on I've been working on my candles faithfully, so yeah, that one was good. All right, so the rest I got is vendor. Oh, I got retail, and I got vendor. Let's do vendor first. Okay, so I was in a couple round robins, and I received this one in a round robin. This is from Vintage Chic Scents, and this was the July 1st of 2022 is when it was poured. This was Summertime Sadness, Fresh Strawberry Ice Cream, Summer Scoop Type. And this was like pretty much full when I got it. And I warmed it like 3 times. There was enough pieces in there I could warm it like 3 times. They were like pink strawberries. And I always warmed this in my bedroom, I believe. And it was fantastic the first couple times that I warmed it. This last time that I warmed the last 3 pieces in my bedroom, it was not nearly as strong, and it did not last about a few hours. So I think it's just getting old. 22, 23, 24, 25, 3 years old. I'm not sure if that's good for vendor wax because I've not been into vendor wax that long. And Vintage Chic Scents is actually, I've never really gotten into them too much because when I first started getting into vendor wax, they were going to be going out of business. And so I thought, I don't want to invest in finding scents from them that I like, and then they're going to be out of business, and I'm not going to be able to repurchase them. So I had a hang up about that. So I didn't buy anything from them. So then they went out of business, and then they came back. In the meantime, I had gotten this one, and I had gotten a few others that I had snagged from the Round Robins. And they smelled wonderful and cold, the other ones. But when I warmed them, I don't know, they just didn't hit me good. They hit my nose in a different way. I don't know. And all the scent notes in them sounded wonderful to me. I smelled it on cold. Oh, this is going to be great and wonderful. But there was just always something a little off with them to me. So I never really got interested in doing Vintage Chic Scents purchasing. And except for when I got this one, I used this one. This one I was really in love with. I really, really loved this scent. This was really, really good. But with that being said, the other ones I actually kind of gave away because I warmed them each one. I think I had 2 or 3 other ones. And they all hit me wrong. So I just gave them away. And now she's going out of business again. So anyway, long story, I know, for just to talk about it. But anyway, so that's just the moral of the story is, I'm not saying Vintage Chic scents are bad or her wax is bad or anything like that. I'm just saying that every vendor has hits everybody's nose a little differently. They work differently in everybody's home. Every wax does. Every scent does. So that's why it is so, scent is very personal and objective because nobody has the same sense of scent or smell. Nobody's house has the same type of ventilation, and weather plays a part in it. All kinds of things play a part in it. So when I say I didn't like something or it didn't work out for me, just let it be known. I'm not slamming the vendor. I'm not slamming the company or the scent or whatever. I just am saying it doesn't work for me. Okay, it's not something I liked or whatever. But this one I really did like. So if she was going to stay in business, I would probably maybe look for this one and repurchase that one. I know, I'm making things longer than they need to be. Okay, and I'm going to say that same with this one as well. This is from Noel's Farm Scents. And I love Noel's Farm Scents. I love his wax. I really, really do. I think him and his wife do a wonderful job. They do beautiful brittles. They have lows. They have, great prices. They have wonderful scents. And I love their wax. I really do. But this one just didn't work for me. You can see I've warmed about half of this brittle a few different times. And this is Dapper Man. And this is warm cognac, mulled spice, amber, barrel-aged oak, and vanilla orchid. And by the scent notes, sorry, my mouth is getting really dry again. And by the scent notes, I thought, oh, I'm going to love this one. This is right up my alley because I love warm cognac. I've never really had mulled spice, but I thought it can't be much different really. I love amber. I love I love oak, the barrel oak, and the vanilla orchid. And I've warmed it twice, and there's just something that comes out in it that I don't like. I don't really smell it on cold. I smell a very wonderful warm cognac. I smell a little bit of sweetness in there. I don't really smell a lot of spiciness. I feel like it's a little bit masculine leaning without being like completely masculine. I thought I was going to love this one. But when I warmed it, something came out in it. And I figured it out this last time when I warmed it. I think it is the barrel-aged oak that I'm not liking. I've had like barrel cider oak or cider barrel oak, you know, something like that in other blends. And I really enjoyed that. But this one, the aged part, is what I don't think I like. Because I am getting like an old house smell. Like, you know, an old house. When you go into an old house and it's got like a lot of woodwork, a lot of wood flooring, and it's just aged wood. And I don't care for that. You can smell it in libraries, like the old aged books and the wood, you know, the bookshelves and all the wood in there. I like the smell of that, but I don't want my house to smell like that. And this was just too much of the old scent in my home, and I didn't care for it. I don't like that aged house, aged library type scent. That old of a, yeah, I didn't like that. If it didn't have that agedness to it, I think I would have really enjoyed it. But I have one more brittle of it. I'm going to finish this one. I think I'm going to finish this one and just try to blend it. This is the one I blended with Cider Mill, okay? And Cider Mill just took over until the very end, and then it blended in a little bit more and let this come through a little bit more. And it was nice. It was nice. I didn't smell that oldness out of this. So, I love Noel's Farm, and I will continue to be purchasing from him. Not right now, because I have plenty of his stuff. So, but in the future I will be. But I just will not be getting Dapper Man. Not a love. Okay, my last vendor was from Rose Girls. It's 6 Feet Under. And this was autumn leaves, moss, rain puddles, and a touch of dirt. And when I first got this, I think this is the first time, maybe the second time I warmed it. But the first time I warmed it, I don't think I really cared for it. As much as I loved it this time. Even on cold. The first time I smelled it, I'm like, oh, I'm not sure about it. But I warmed it in my bedroom, and I just warmed 1 cube. I just warmed 1 cube, and I cut it in half. My gosh, this stuff was amazing. I got like a really nice, fresh, clean scent. And I would use this. I'm using it in spring, and I think I would use this all year round. Just because it has the autumn leaves in it doesn't mean nothing to me. I really get the moss out of it. I'm really getting the rain puddles, and I get a little bit of that like wet dirt. And I like it. I really do. And this was wonderful, and it turned almost a little floral in my bedroom. It was wonderful. And we've been having rainy days, so this is what I'm going to be grabbing for, I think, a lot this spring. And I'm glad I tried it again. And 6 Feet Under, I will repurchase that when I go to purchase some Rose Girls. Once again, I'm on a no-buy, guys. No-buy, low-buy. The only thing I'm purchasing, I think, is from Scentsy at this point in time. I did see L3 is going to be possibly setting people back up for customs in the next month or so. And I definitely want to get in on that, because there's a couple things that I definitely want to put in for customs. Anyway, other than that, I think I'm going to try to really stay away from vendor and do a little bit of retail, and I'm going to do a little bit of Scentsy. I really have to, take a break from it. And Scentsy, because I am a Scentsy consultant, and I am trying to do a stock up on all my Scentsy inventory, because At the end of the year or beginning of next year, I'm going to decide whether I'm going to remain a consultant or not. And if not, then I'm probably not going to, I'm just going to probably pull out, and I'm not going to buy any until I use up all the Scentsy I've got. So, yeah, that's why I'm concentrating more on Scentsy. But this was good. It was really good. And this will probably take me a while to get through anyway. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for vendor. So if you came for vendor, thank you very, very much for coming. And I will see you next time. And if you're staying, I have 3 retail, guys. And they're all new. They're all new, all brand new. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is Canyon Winds by Better Homes and Gardens. And this has got scent notes of peach, canyon clay, oak wood, and sandalwood. And I did 2 cubes in my bedroom. And this is a brown colored wax. And this is very almost cologne-y on cold. I just get a nice cologne-y scent from it. And when I warmed it, that cologne-iness came out. I don't pick up like the canyon clay. I do smell the wood in there. I'm not like the peach. I'm not really getting the peach. So I don't know what the peach and the canyon clay together is making it, giving it a cologne-y scent. But it's nice. I do like it. And I feel like it is a masculine leaning scent. In the cologne part. So, what I feel like this is the beginning of it reminds me a lot of, okay, I had this, it was like 2 different bars of Scentsy. Oh, I know. Sedona Sunset. It kind of reminded me the beginning of Sedona Sunset. Only, this is Sedona Sunset's brother. Okay? So it is more the masculine part from Sedona Sunset. I feel like Sedona Sunset was more feminine. It was more perfumey, not cologne-y. This was a lot more cologne-y. Okay, so that being said, and this one was a lot stronger than Sedona Sunset. Sedona Sunset was a lot lighter. This was a lot stronger. This I would put out here in my open concept because that's how strong it is. Okay, so, but then as it progressed, I enjoyed it. I was really enjoying it. And then as it progressed, it went more towards the Starburst Sky at the end. The closer to the end it got, it became more and more, I feel like, Starburst Sky. In a masculine way, okay? I smelled the woodiness coming out with a little bit of a cologne-y, perfumey scent with it, and it was enjoyable, okay? So I kind of thought, well, I get 2 bars in one. Sedona Sunset at the beginning and Starburst Sky at the end. And to me, Starburst Sky has kind of a Baccarat vibe to it. So for $2, you really can't beat it. If you don't mind it being more masculine. I know some people don't. I enjoyed it. It's not a love. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing in the world. But I'm not real fond of Starburst Sky myself, really. And I liked Sedona Sunset a lot more. I really did enjoy that one. But it is more perfumey to me. I do like masculine scents. This was nice and it was good. But the ending wasn't the spectacular thing that a lot of people think it is for them. Like a lot of people think Starburst Sky is the greatest thing in the world. I don't think that way. I think it's okay. It's kind of grown on me a little bit, but it's not my favorite. So this one, would I repurchase? I might get another bar. Maybe even 2, just to have it on hand. But that would probably last me for several years, to be honest. So, and I may, want to warm this occasionally, but other than that, it's not like a love. So, Canyon Winds. Man, I don't know why my mouth is getting so dry today. Water tastes really good. Okay. The next one was Better Homes and Gardens, Farmhouse Berries. And evidently this is not a new scent because it's in the old packaging. I did not see this in my Walmart. I've never seen it in my Walmart until this year. So this has got raspberry, blackberry, strawberry, currant fig, and sweet scent. It is a pretty, well, it's not even really that pretty. It's kind of a mauvey color, like a dirty mauvey color. I did 2 cubes in my bedroom. And I thought this was going to be really berry-ish. And I did get strawberry. I got strawberry. I got some of that blueberry. But then I got also just a hint of floral in there with it, too. Almost like a light perfuminess as it was going. And even now, I'm kind of picking that up a little bit more. It's not straight up strawberry, fruity scent. So I don't know what is. I think maybe the blackberry is more of the perfumey blackberry that's in here. And then I don't know if fig. I don't know if there is a perfumey fig counterpart to a fruity fig. But I'm getting not a lot, just a light floral perfumey scent out of it. It's not straight up fruit. It was nice. It didn't perform like super, super good. It performed, like one day. One day it performed, it was done. It did kind of waft out of my bedroom down the hallway a little bit. So it wasn't like super light by any means, but it wasn't like a banger either to me. I didn't smell it out here in my living room. And when I walked into my bedroom, I would kind of have to hunt for it at first, and then I would see it, smell it. So it's a wanderer. I think it likes to wander around and not be in the area where it needs to be. So it was okay. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Once again, it's not one I'm going to run and get 6 bars of, but I may get a couple more and warm it for the spring and summer. So, but I don't think I would warm this out here in my open concept. I might try it just to see how well it would do, because maybe it would wander back in my bedroom. If I want to warm it in my bedroom, maybe it would wander back in my bedroom and I get the scent back there that I wanted. Anyway, so farmhouse berries, like I said, it wasn't a love. I'm glad I got to try these, though. All right, and I saved this one for last because this, guys, is the winner of the week. I'm going to say it right up. Winner of the week. And this is Better Homes and Gardens Bergamot and Sage. And it has scent notes of bergamot and sage. Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. So it's a pretty green color, like a sagey green color. I did 2 cubes in my bedroom. Oh my gosh, guys. I love this one. I love this. When I first smelled it at Walmart, I did not like it. There was something and I thought, oh, I didn't like it. So I put it down, and then I went and did some other shopping, and then I don't even think it was that same day. I think it was a few days later. I was back in Walmart, and I thought, I'm going to pick it up and smell it again. So I picked it up and smelled it again, and I thought, oh, it doesn't smell too bad this time. I thought, I'm going to get 1 bar, and I'm going to try it. And guys, I'm so glad I did, because this is fantastic. If you like citrus, you're going to love this one. Because that bergamot, I don't know what normal, I know there's perfumey bergamot, and I know there's like more of a lemony type bergamot. But this bergamot, I'm getting like a cross between like a lemon and an orange kind of mixed together. Because it's not like super lemon, and it's not like super orange. And it's like an authentic, it's not cleaner citrus, lemon, lime, orange. It's like fresh. It's like a fresh, lemony, orangey scent. It's like when you slice into, like you open, like slice into an orange or slice into a lemon, and it kind of spurts up, and you smell that freshness of that, and it doesn't have like vanilla mixed in with it, and it doesn't have like any sugar mixed in it, but yet it's kind of sweet, but yet tart at the same time. That's what this is. And it's just so, it's fresh. It's refreshing. And then that sage doesn't smell like an herbal sage that like we cook with. It smells more like another fresh sage. Just some greenness to kind of to ground that, and clean. It just smells clean and refreshing and like almost cool, but yet sweet, but yet they're got a little bit tart. This was fantastic. And I'm not a citrus lover. I'm really not. I really don't like a whole lot of lemons, and I really don't like orange much at all, unless it's mixed, blended well with something else. But this is fantastic, guys. And it lasted quite a while in my warmers, too. And for a citrus, I'm not going to say it lasted days and days and days. I think I had it like in my warmers like 2 days. But I shut my warmers off when I go to work, and when I come home, I turn them back on, and then they're on like 16 hours a day. So I think I had it, and the last day was very, very light, but I could still walk in there and get like a fresh, clean scent from it, but it was lighter. So this, I went back and I bought 3 more bars, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy several more bars of this because I absolutely enjoyed it. And this is going to be, I think, a really great one to warm. I think anytime, but especially when it gets hot out. When, you know, you're out in the heat and you come in and you're hot and sweaty and you're tired. It's been a long day and you just want something that's uplifting and kind of juicy and kind of sweet, but not too sweet and cloying and not heavy, but fresh and clean. This is it, guys. I think this is it. So, I think I'm going to be warming a lot of this year. So, Bergamot and Sage is the winner for this year. Or for this, not this year, for this week. And that's it, guys. That's all. I'm empty. All right, I'm empty again. So, let me know what down below in the comments what you guys have been warming. Have you tried any of these? Let me know down in the comments, too, if you've tried any of these. And what are your wins for the week? And what have you been warming? If you're not warming any of these, let me know what you've been warming. So, thank you guys for joining me, and I will not take take up any more of your time, and I will see you next time, right? Take care, bye-bye.